Hello friends, so today I'm going to discuss with you 2017 O-Level Part 2 paper. So there are 7 questions in this Part 2 and the first question is compulsory. Then from the other 6 questions we can select 4 by leaving 2. So let's start. First one, Roman number 1, A. Convert the binary this number into octal. Show steps in your calculation. Okay, let's convert. Okay, so let's convert this one into octal. So first of all, we have to divide this one into three bits from the left corner to right corner. Let's divide. Then here 1, 2, 3. Then here 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1. No value. Then let's see this one. This is 2 to the power 2, that means 4. And in here, see, the zeros does not contain value, so here 2 to the power 0, 1. Then in here all are 1, so answer should be 7. Then in here, so in here 0 does not contain any value. Then 2 to the power 1, 2. 2 to the power 2, 4, 4 plus 1, it should be 6. So the final answer is 6714 base 8. So this is the steps to calculate. Okay, then let's move to the next question. Convert the hexadecimal 752 to binary. Show steps. Okay, let's convert this one. So this is first one, Roman number 1, A part. Now I'm going to show you the B part. 752 base 16 should be converted to binary. So let's convert it. First of all, I will separate these digits and then here 2. From 4 bits we can make 2 as 2 to the power 1. Therefore I can write a 0 here, then 2 to the power 1 and the other 2 bits should be 0. Then in here 5 means we can make it as 2 to the power 2 equal 4 plus 1. Then I can write for 2 to the power 0 1, and then to 2 to the power 1 I don't need any ones because 5 is made by 4 plus 1. Therefore then again 2 to the power 2 another 1, and for 2 to the power 4 no ones. Then in 7 can be made by 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. Then I have to put a 1 in 1 for 2 to the power 0, and again another 1 for 2 to the power 1, and another 1 to 2 to the power 2. Then we can get 7. Then for 2 to the power 4 we does not need a 1 because it's 8. So finally we can get the answer as 1 1 0. Base should be 2. So this is the final answer for Roman number 1 B part. Let's move to the next question then. A flashlight with motion and light sensors is located outside a front door of a building. The light turns on when automatically when it is dark. Light is turning on when it is dark automatically and when someone approaches. There are two ways that the light is open. First one is the light will open automatically when it is dark, and the next one is the light is turned on automatically when someone approaches the door from outside. So these two, when both conditions are satisfied, the light will be on. Then the motion sensor turns off 0 to on 1 when someone comes near the door. The light sense is on when there is light and off when it is dark. The block diagram of the circuit figure 1 relating to this scenario is shown below. What are the suitable logic gates for P and Q in the above circuit? The above circuit is first one is A. What are the suitable logic gates? For P we can take a NOT gate. For P we can get a NOT gate, and for Q we can take it as AND gate, because in brackets they mention when both conditions are satisfied only the light will be on, therefore this should be AND gate. Right. Then next one, the above circuit is modified by adding an OR gate and a switch as shown below in figure 2. Now the above logic gate was modified. So this is NOT gate and this is AND gate, and there is a OR gate connected to the flashlight. So we can conclude that the light will be on when the switch is on, either these two conditions are satisfied, the light will be on. So this is the conclusion that we can taken from this figure 2. So then B, identify which of the two in the following statements are correct regarding the modified circuit given in figure 2. Write down the relevant statement numbers. When switch is on, the flashlight will always be on. Yes, it can be taken. It can be taken. So I will just put a tick. Then next one, when switch is off, this circuit behaves as the circuit in figure 1. Yes. When switch is off, the circuit will be turned into the figure 1 circuit. So it can be also accepted. And here the behavior of two circuits are identical. No, it's not identical. It's non-identical, because here there is a switch, but in here there is not a switch. Therefore, if the switch is on, the flashlight will be on, but in here, as there wasn't a switch, these two conditions should be satisfied. So this is non-identical. So the two statements that are accepted is, you can write 1 and 2. Roman number 3, assume that 4 bits per pixel are used to represent a color in a color representation system. How many colors different from each other can be represented in this picture? So the question is asked colors that are used on the pixel. So there is a formula for this. It is 2 to the power bits per pixel. So in here, let's find, then here 2, the bits per pixel is 4. Then how many colors we can represent? We can represent 16 colors. Okay, then the fourth one, Sama goes to a bookshop to buy 3 exercise books and 2 pens. After finding the items, she takes them to the counter where the sales assistant scans the barcode stickers attached to each item into the information system in the shop. Quantities of each item are also entered into the system. The system calculates the cost for each item and the total cost. Then the system prints the bill for the transaction. So write down one example for each input, process and output. So in here we can write as inputs, scanning the barcode stickers. Then quantities of each item are entered to the system. So these are the inputs, and if I underline the processes, the system calculates the cost for each item and then the total cost of all items. These two are the processes, and then the output will be the bill. System prints the bill. So this is the output of this relevant information system. So blue color ones are inputs, green color ones are processors, brown color is for output. Then next, fifth one, the following ports labeled A to E are found in a computer. So A is PS2 ports. Let's just identify the ports. Then here B is VGA. Then here HDMI, D, and C is HDMI, and D is USB, and E is RJ45 port. Then PS2 ports. So in PS2 ports there are two colors as green and purple. So if it is green port, it should be connected to the mouse, and if it is purple for keyboard, then VGA port, it is used to connect the monitor multimedia projector, and HDMI port used to connect the monitors, multimedia projectors, and digital TVs, and also digital speakers. And D, USB is used to connect all many types of input and output devices to the computer. Nowadays PS2 ports are not available. Instead of that, USB port is connected for both mouse and the keyboard, and then RJ45 port is used to connect the network router and also network router and the switch. Then the question is, first one, which port can be used to access internet? So internet, using the network cable, the port is E, network port. The next one, what port can be used to connect a digital camera to copy photos into the computer? It is USB, so D. HDMI is used to connect digital TVs and digital speakers, not digital ones. Then sixth one, the document given below was created using a word processing software, and it was formatted as indicated by labels 1 to 4. Assume that the font size of the document has not been changed. So these are the tools, so we have to find. Okay, first one, covalent bonds. The font is changed, the font face is changed, and also it is center aligned one after formatting. So for first one I can write the font face A, and for second one I can write as it is center aligned after formatting, I can write L. Okay, then next one, electrons between a pair of atoms. Before formatting it doesn't underline, but after formatting it is underlined. This part, sharing electrons between a pair of atoms, so it should be E. And the last one, before formatting H2, F2, O2, N2 is like this, but after formatting they have been subscript, so F. The next one, determine whether the following statements are true or false. In here the positions can be changed. You can write 1 L to the 1 and A to the 2, no matter. Okay, then the next one, determine whether the following statements are true or false. Write down the statement number, whether the statement is true or false. Then Internet Protocol address is used to uniquely identify a computer on the internet. Yes, it's correct. So first one is true. FTP, file transfer protocol, is used to transfer files. Yes, true. Then next one, hypertext transfer protocol is used to exchange HTML documents. True. And then next one, files and folders in a cloud computing environment can be accessed without an internet connection. No, with an internet connection. So it is false. Then next one, some icons used in graphic design software are labeled as A to D. Identify the correct name for each tool from the list given below. Write down the tool name against labels A to D. Okay, so first one A, it should be magic wand tool. So first one A is magic wand tool, and then the B is lasso tool, and then the C one is move tool, and the last one D is clone tool, clone stand. So today we have to discuss from Roman number 9 onwards. So let's discuss. The following diagram shows the interaction between a user and a computer system. Identify matching terms for labels A, B and C from the following list given. So we know there's a chart to show interaction between user and the computer system. We drew it. User interacts with application software. Then also the user interacts with the operating system, right? And then this operating system again interacts with application software, and then other system softwares. So I will write here other, and also hardware and other system software are also interact with hardware. So this is the chart that we learn. Now in here the user has been given, and then user should interact with application software. So A is application software, then B should be operating system, then C should be hardware, or as other system software. As other system software is not given in the list, we can't write it. Liveware means a similar name for user, so we can omit this. Roman number 10, assume that a dice was thrown 10 times and the 10 values obtained are stored in an array named A. The following algorithm with missing terms P, Q and R is used to calculate how many times number 5 was obtained. So now here count and I are variables. So while I should be less than 10 because the dice was thrown only 10 times. So P I can write 10, and then if array Q means it should be if array I. Okay, array I. Then R is equals count plus 1. That means new count is equals to existing count plus 1. Okay. Then second question. Consider following statements 1 to 4 regarding ICT related to security issues. A malware program that replicates itself to spread to other computers. So the answer should be computer worms. Second one, unsolicited or unwanted email received into the inbox are stored in which column? Spam. Pretending to be a trustworthy communication, attempting to obtain someone's username and password of a bank account. Phishing. They pretend to be trustworthy but actually they are. Then fourth one, displaying unwanted promotional materials in the form of pop-ups in a web page. That means promotional materials means advertisements, adware. So these are the answers. And then the Roman number 2, the diagram shows how a person works on his computer. Write to health related issues that he may face due to his posture. Now you can see he is in a wrong posture. So possible health issues can be muscle problems or as musculoskeletal problems, and then RSI, repetitive stress injury. So anything can be right. Okay, RSI, write the full form of this. Then CTS also can be taken. Then computer vision syndrome, because the user is closer to the computer. Then computer vision syndrome, headaches. Likewise, anything you can write regarding to this picture. And also stress also can be taken. That much. Consider the following scenarios labeled 1 to 3. 1. A person copying licensed software downloaded from internet and selling to others. It is piracy, right? Piracy. A person logging into a social media account using a stolen username and a password. It is cyber crime. And then a third one, a big statement. A farm in one country uses agriculture information on web, while another farm in another country is unable to use such information as he does not know how to use computers and does not know how to access to the internet. So it should be digital divide. Then let's move to the third question. So third question is based on HTML. Right. Let's see. Consider the following figure. It shows HTML source file with missing tags and parameters labeled 1 to 8 on the left and its right output on the right. So this is the output. This is the input. Select the correct tag or parameter from the following list for labels numbered 1 to 8 in the HTML source code above and write them down against each number. So let's see. Here doc type HTML, alright, document type HTML. Then a tag is opened HTML, body, heading is 2, heading 2, milk rice is in center, right? So then we can take center for that. First one center. Then second one src, a picture is there, so we can write image, img, image tag. Then third one p align equals, so align should be justify, only that. Align should be justify. Then third one justify. Then fourth one Kiribati was italic, so I can use I will write here. Fourth one I can write I. Then fifth one New Year. New Year has been bolded, so I can use B. And also, or else I can use emphasize. Both are correct. Then sixth one P align is closed. Then what list? It should be UL, unordered list. UL. Then seventh one list. Here 1. What happened? 1 has been superscript while 2 has been subscript. So I can write 7th one as sup tag, sup tag, and 8th one as sub tag. So this is the answers for this HTML. Right, then let's see the second one. Determine whether the following statements are true or false. Number of pixels can be reduced by removing unnecessary sections in edge of images using the crop or trim tool in graphics software. Yes, from crop or trim tool we can reduce unnecessary pixels. Size of a video files can be reduced by making the frame size smaller and reducing the resolution of the image. Yes, true. Then the size of the audio files can be compressed by decreasing the sample rate. Yes. So all are true. Right. Let's move. Now fourth question is always based on a spreadsheet segment. So let's see, the following spreadsheet segment shows carbon dioxide emission of some Asian countries in the years 1972 and 2014. Write down the formula that should be written in cell D4 to find the difference of carbon dioxide emission between years 2014 and 1974. So the clue is the difference should be equals to value of year 2014 subtract value of year 1972. So what is the formula that we should enter? Equal. Now here D4. Then we have to first put the value of year 2014. 2014 means C4 subtract B4 value of year 1972. Then next one, write down the formula that should be written in cell E4. Cell E4 to calculate the percentage increase of carbon dioxide emission from 1972 to 2014 for Bangladesh. So the clue is percentage increase is equals to difference divide by value of year 1972 into times 100. So we can represent this one in two methods. First method is difference means equal. I will introduce a bracket here, C4 minus B4. Okay, then divide by value of year 1972 means again B4. So here I will introduce a square bracket, then into 100, or else you can write here. Now in the first one we wrote the difference, so it is written in cell D4. So you can directly write here equal D4 divided by B4 whole in bracket, then it should be multiplied by 100. So these are the two ways. For both two ways marks are given. Then third one, assume that the two formulas entered to D4 and E4 are copied to the cell range D5 to E10. Okay, all are copied. Write down the respectively the two formula displayed in D9 and E9. D9 and E9 that are related to Sri Lanka. For cell D9 equal what? C9 minus B9, and then again for cell E9 we can represent it by two ways. Either we can write bracket C9 minus B9 divided by B9, whole thing brackets, and then it should be multiply by 100, or else we can write D9 divided by B9 whole thing brackets multiply by 100. Equal mark should be 3%. So this is the two answers they are asking. A formula in the form of equal function 1 cell 1 to cell 2 is written in B11. To calculate the total carbon dioxide emission in all countries in 1972, write down the relevant terms for function cell 1 cell function 1 cell 1 cell 2. In here we have to answer this question like this. Function. So I will write the answer in this blank. So function 1, what are they expecting? The total carbon dioxide emission. So the function should be sum. And cell 1. Now cell 1, total carbon dioxide emission in all countries in 1972. 1972 means here, right? So first cell should be B4, and the second cell should be cell 2 should be B10, right? Or else you can write here equal sum B4 to B10, but the best way is this one, because they are expecting the answer like this. Write down the relevant terms for function 1 cell 1 and cell 2. So write this, and after that you can write this. Name the most suitable chart types in the spreadsheet to show the carbon dioxide emission of given countries in 1972 and 2014. So we can write here line chart, column chart, bar chart, or even we can write area chart also. So they are expecting only one answer, so you can write a line chart or bar chart. Okay, then next one. Fifth one, assume that the following database tables are used to calculate the electricity bills. The same rate is used to complete the bill of a given customer. Write two primary keys and their corresponding tables. So let's find the suitable primary keys. So in here name cannot be taken. In customer data table name cannot be taken because there can be 1, 2 or more Silva, so Balasingham, right? So account number we can take, because you can see here 1001, then 2, no duplications cannot be can be seen. Then type cannot be seen because cannot be taken because duplications have been happen. So in this table, so I will write here the primary key is account number and the corresponding table customer data. Okay, then next one, rate table. Rate table we can take the type, because there are two types, R and C only. Then first of all we have to write the primary key type, then corresponding table is rate table. In usage table no primary keys cannot be found. Okay, month also have duplicated, here also duplicated, units can be also duplicated because there can be more people more than 185 units, right, or equal to it. Then write to foreign keys and their corresponding tables. So foreign key account type can be seen in the usage table. So it is a foreign key for usage table. So let's write account number. The corresponding table is usage table. And then next one is in here the type from rate table they have been taken the type. So I can write the foreign key is type which the table corresponding to it is customer data table. So these are the answers. What would be the most suitable table in the database to add the field customer address? So customer address should be add to customer data table. Customer data table. The next one, what table should be updated if a new customer called ABC Nawaz of type R has used 120 units for the month of April? Now what are the data types? A customer has been arrived, new customer, so the customer data table should be updated, and also the usage table should be updated because he has used 120 units in the month of April. So I can write here customer data table and rate usage table. The next one, write down the updated rows and their respective table names for the updates given. Roman number 4, assume that account number ACC number is 1005. Okay, for this I have to introduce two tables. So I will write here customer data table. Here customer data table. So name ACC number, name ACC number, and then the type. Right. Now the name of that person is ABC Nawaz. Right. Let's write here ABC Nawaz. And then ACC number is one. The question has given that assume the ACC number as 1005. Then type he is using is ABC Nawaz of type R. Type R. Right. Then we have to update another table also. So what's that? Usage table. So let's draw it also. So this is usage table. Usage table. So what are the columns? Month, ACC number, unit. Month, ACC number, and then time. Units. Right. So in here, what is the month of that ABC Nawaz? April. April, ACC number 1005. Then units used 120. Right. So these are the two expecting answers for Roman number 4. Oh sorry, Roman number 5. Roman number 5. The next one, what table should be joined to run a query to find out the total bill of AB Silva for January? So all the tables required. So you have to write customer data table, rate table, usage table. All the tables should require to run that query. Okay, let's move to the sixth question. Sixth question, consider the following scenario related to the development of a library information system. The librarian proposed to introduce a new computerized information system to manage its operation. So Anwar is identifying the requirements of that system. Then he designed a system that satisfies the requirement. So designing also done by Anwar. Based on the design made by Anwar, Malani is developing the software, that means coding the software. Then Krishna is testing that software and finding the errors and debug them. Then Saman installed the system and Malani fixed problems in the new system and modified the software to print 2 additional reports. Right. Who is involved in the coding implementation phase of systems development life cycle? Coding is done by Malani. So answer is Malani. Which phase of the system's development life cycle was carried out by Saman? Saman installed the system in the library. Deployment section. Saman is carrying out deployment section. Which phase of the system development life cycle was carried out by Krishna? Testing and debugging. So you can either write testing or else you can write both testing and debugging. Write 2 different methods that Anwar can use to understand the requirements of the proposed system. So there are 5. Questionnaire, observations, interviews, questions, questionnaires, document sample collection, and finally prototyping. Anwar assessed whether the new system is able to run with the available computers in the library. What feasibility was accessed in the scenario? So there are 3 types of feasibilities. First one is technical, then next one is operational, then next one is economic. So technical means studying about the hardware and the software of that relevant system, and operational feasibility means making a study regarding the operating systems and operations regarding the new system, and economic means the study that regarding cost of that relevant system. So in here Anwar assesses whether the new system is able to run with the available computers. So available computers, therefore it should be technical. That means Anwar is studying about the hardware and the software of for the new system. Okay, then Roman number 2. The following steps A to F show the process of visiting this URL from a website by a user. The following diagram shows the process related to the above list of steps. So the labels 3, 4 and 5 are matched with B, D and E. Okay. So B, D, E can be omitted because they are matched with 3, 4 and 5. Now we have to find the remaining steps. So let's see. For 1, now this is the user. What should the user do? The user should first open the web browser and enter this URL. So we can write F. And then for the second step you can see here the web browser is communicating with this DNS server. That means the web request to translate this URL domain name to the IP address is sent to the DNS. So it should be A. And then sixth one should be then the remaining one. So after that DNS turns the IP address, and then fourth one, web browser sends the HTTP GET request to the web server with the IP address, and web server with IP address returns the HTML data stream, and finally web browser renders the HTML web page. So these are the answers. Then 7th one, that means the last one of 2017 oral paper. Right. The following flowchart shows an algorithm that reads two numbers and displays the smaller number. Write the pseudo code for the algorithm in the flowchart. So first of all, we should begin. So we should begin this one, and then I have to input. I can write with the input, or else I can write get. Anything is okay. So I will write get AB, and then I have to put a condition. If A is less than B, A less than B, if this condition becomes true, what happen? Display B. And then another condition is there, else. So I have to write in front of it. So else display A. And then I have to close this end if. So I will write here end if, and then I have to close this whole pseudocode. So I will end the process. So this is the pseudocode for the relevant flowchart. Okay. Then the last Roman number and the last question. The following flowchart reads three numbers and finds the smallest. Write down the correct expression for the missing labels P and Q. Right. So starting input A, B and C. Then A is, if A is greater than B, if this becomes yes, another condition should be required. What is that? P. Now if that condition becomes yes, we should display C. That means the condition probably should be if C is greater than B, display C. If this one is false, display B. And another condition is here, if that becomes possible, display C, and if this is not been possible, display A. So in here we have to write if C is greater than A, display C, or else display A. Right. So these are the missing labels P and Q. So this is the end of 2017 oral paper. Hope you guys get something from this video. So let's meet up with another video soon. Stay safe and God bless.